I've spent playing the game recently has been labbing Sora so that I could further understand him. Because I've recognized if you don't play that character, you don't have any idea what the hell is going on.
Oh yeah.
And because of that, I have like such a clear idea of what the right answer is. So seeing Mojo flounder in situations where I know he has the player skill to do the right thing is just, it hurts.
Right.
It's like
He's also new to the character.
he's new to the character, and I know he's smart enough and good enough to do the right things. He's just not there yet.
Maybe he just couldn't bring it in him to kill a monkey.
To kill a monkey is a difficult task, as
But there's a dinosaur on the screen.
And I'm going to be honest with you, too. I don't know how well this dinosaur is equipped for killing this monkey. We're in the best of 5 territories, so there's a little bit of wiggle room for Suarez, but...
Looks well equipped so far. Already on the board with quite a lot, and still a empty percent.
Yeah, this is another matchup where it's an aerially oriented opponent against a ground-controlling Diddy Kong. However, think night and day difference when it comes to the aggression end. Suarez is going to push forward, regardless if it's the smart decision or not. He will make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Right, and we were kind of talking about it or like going over earlier, but a lot of Diddy's stage control is kind of forced by shield. If you guys know what I mean, is that like shield? He runs up shield with banana in his hand, and you have limited options in terms of like out of shield for yourself or anything. So what I'm trying to say is like a lot of grabs here against Diddy is super important, especially recognizing when you should and should not grab, or conditioning the Diddy player to expect an aerial instead of a grab. That stuff's going to be really important in like winning the Diddy matchup in general.
Yeah, I think Diddy knows that, like, wow, that was almost like the end. Diddy's know that like shield is super important on both sides of the matchup. You know, like you as the player playing against the Diddy, like you need to shield so you don't get bananaed. Jeez, he's just going for it. Oh my gosh.
So he's just pressing forward. He knows he doesn't want to deal with any of the Diddy nonsense.
Yeah, this constant aggression by Suarez is working out really nicely for him.
Because like all of that banana control, all of the threat of Diddy Kong means nothing if you're worried about just killing him.
I meant Stocktaker when I said he's going for it. He's
I mean, he needed to get him done.
He got a lot to up smash his rip eventually, and one of them will land. So.
And something as important in stage call in a matchup like this is going to be so hard for Diddy because of the fact of the double jump armor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even if you can
hit the banana or whatever. And
you just jump right through it.
John answers with an up smash of his own.
I love
so
it.
Belligerent.
We don't have time to be afraid if we are winning.
Yeah,
it's very true.
You cannot fear losing.
Yep.
But it's on Stocktaker to answer the call when it comes to just throwing it out there like that.
To be fair, this matchup so far, it hasn't actually been played off stage as much as I thought it was going to be. Suarez just seems to be winning it on stage, and
Suarez
his jugglers are
necessarily need to play it off stage.
No, you're right.
Yoshi gets the privilege of kind of ignoring disadvantage a lot of the time. Most characters will struggle. That was a really nice setup.
It was a great read.
Command grab into the read. Yeah.
A lot of people love to land on that platform with shield because they're scared.
Yep. Again, what we were saying, shield is very defining in the matchup.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Specifically with Yoshi as well.
Most characters, when they're off stage, like the banana at the ledge is really hard to deal with, but a character like Yoshi can jump all the way around it with armor and just ignore the whole scenario altogether.
He can threaten with eggs as well. He just needs to throw a couple eggs in that area, like such vicinity. Carlos does it to me all the time, Raptor. He just throws an egg at the very last minute before he grabs the ledge to contest that, little space under the platform. So I do
feel like that's a Raptor special.
It is.
None of the other Yoshis have gotten that fine of motor control behind eggs yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to Hollow Bastion. Awesome.
I think it was a very good call from Stocktaker. And in fact, this is something that I forget. Face, did you allude to this earlier? There's some talk about Hollow Bastion.
I was saying Chris should be picking to here if it's open.
That's what it was. Okay.
You got to stop picking Battlefield, my buddy.
Why?
It's not good for you.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about what's good about Hollow Bastion, because here we are on Stocktaker's call, and I think it's a really good call.
This stage is FD Blast Zones, if I'm not wrong, and I think the platform in the middle just makes it a combination of both FD and Smashville, which I think is a really good stage for both of these characters.
Like the fact that the stage is as wide as it is, and also the distance from the stage to the base platform, it gives a lot of potential control to the stage based off of how well you can play the plat, but it's not as over-defining as it is on Smashville, and I think that's because of the size of the stage.
Yeah, the stage being bigger makes it have a very different dynamic. Smashville's, to me, defining characteristic is its size. It's very small, but this stage is big,
Bigger in comparison to Smash. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's, I think, on the smaller end, but that's just because generally speaking, you run a lot of larger stages. So because of that, that platform starts to draw your attention a lot more. And I think the fact that Suarez has been doing a good amount of boxing away from that platform, keeping it away from Stocktaker to potentially control.
too.
I'm trying my best to make these two sound good. Meanwhile, Stocktaker's just throwing it up smashes like a jackass.
If the first one doesn't work, try again.
Maybe the third one will do something.
Exactly. But unfortunately, right now it does not seem to be working.
Well, the third stock is gotta work.
Just going
now.
for it.
He really is. He knows his you gotta know your win
condition, bro. Yeah, you got it right.
I wonder if this is the breaking point for Stocktaker. He's been very good with just playing Diddy. Normally he has those days where he'll just play insert character of the month here and then get boiled down to playing one of his more practiced characters. This looks like it's the breaking point, and I wouldn't put it past Stocktaker if something else comes out after this game, because this just looks rough.
Suarez is doing a really good job of just simply anti-airing. Like, he's staying at a distance and a range where Stocktaker can't really punish. And, like, even both of the times where they do both go up for an aerial, the person that usually comes out on top is Suarez. Oh, we got the combo. That's what I haven't seen from Jared at all. Dash attack.
Typically, it's used as a combo tool just to set up those juggle situations, but Yoshi doesn't have to respect that.
Really
yeah.
killed just like that, huh? Wow.
Catching landings against Yoshi is super important no matter what matchup you're playing. So I hope I see a little bit more in that in this game 3. Or unless he switches, we could see a switch here.
It just, that game in particular, it looked like
Dominating.
Like Jared had no options.
Yeah.
Which is extremely surprising to say about a talented
Oh, here we go. Here we go. You called it. You called it.
It makes the most sense.
It does. It does. He's very confident in a matchup like this as well. I've talked to him before.
Yeah.
Now the anti-air game is going to be on Stocktaker to provide.
Yes.
Huge.
Yeah, he's got a lot ahead of him, though.
Suarez has all the momentum, too. Oh, he almost missed.
That is very true.
That was very close to not connecting.
Like a very dominating performance in Game 2 leads us into this situation. And while I do think Hollow Bastion is very good for Sephiroth, just all the momentum.
That's not true. I don't know why people keep getting hit by it. It's not true.
I think the wing animation was like either startling or just disrupted something, because it's like I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't have.
Wow, that was a smart down B coming out from Suarez. He kind of like just said, okay, you're probably not going to challenge me here, and I have these little orbs around me. Well, I'm just going to play aggressive and see if it works, and it did.
The fact that the Shadow Flares actually canceled out the rest of the downbeat made it even better for Suarez.
Yeah.
Whether he knows it or not, brilliant reaction.
There we go. We got the eggs from the ledge, trying to keep, of all characters, Sephiroth back. I think that. Oh, he's really good. He's really good at reacting to that too, and he catches the down B. Nice.
Good. That was a great stock. Like the way he ended that stock was fantastic. Stocktaker kind of had the read on the shield and on the down B. Oh, I like that read too.
John just waiting. Nice, playing so patient. I think John today in particular is playing very, very patient.
I felt he was fairly aggressive against you until like it all just stopped working.
Very true.
Some of his best play, in my opinion, comes out for when he is patient. When he waits his turn to just press all the buttons.
That down smash coming out, taking the stock as well. And it seems like Jared just can't find his footing right now.
Yeah, I think the Game 2 flustered him to a point where, like, he's got so much work to make back. And the fact that Game 3 opened with a 0 to death in Suarez's favor was not helping matters.
Right. But hey, we got the wing in the bag. We got the DLC privilege.
Wing comes out in one more hit, so it's not that bad for stock.
I mean, a good read here can just even it all up.
He's really getting aggro with these up smashes. I see them being thrown out way too much, and Suarez isn't really reacting. You know, he's kind of just waiting it out.
30 damage. Holy.
Now F tilt. Okay. This is not over in the slightest. He
still has the wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got to do something big with the wing while he has it.
It also seems like Jared, he's not playing. What am I trying to say? He's not playing very grabby.
Yeah.
If that's the word. He's not grabbing as much as he usually does, I feel.
Yeah, a lot of the shield pressure he's putting out is just by virtue of short hop forward airs and...
Well, yeah, he hasn't spent much time on the ground in general, so can't grab in the air if you don't have a command grab.
Right. Oh, that might be it. Yep, that's it. Wow. Okay.
All right, well, out you go.
Let's go play the dino.
Yep. Another fight to the dinosaur you go, as we see very well played losers finals from Suarez.